Hi, everybody. It is Tuesday, October 13th. This is your Async ELA lesson. We're going to do a little bit more language today. So remember, language is all about trying to put together the best sentences that we can. There's certain rules you have to follow. Just like there's rules when you're reading, and there's rules when you're out riding your bike on the street. You got to follow the rules to be safe outside, and you got to follow the rules when you're writing so that your writing can be the best that it can be and that everybody can understand it. So you've been hearing me talk a lot about matching verbs. Remember when we're doing our superpowers, and Eva asked last week, she's like, well, what is a matching verb? So here we are. We're going to be learning about how to match our nouns and our verbs together. So last week we talked about past tense and future tense of our verbs, right? So we added an ed if it was something that happened before. So like instead of I jump now, I jumped yesterday. And then I'm going to jump tomorrow is that future. So will jump is the future. So that's our action words. Our verbs are our action words. So now what we have to try to remember to do is that when we are talking in the present tense, like it's happening right now, we need to make sure that our verbs match our nouns. And so we need to know when we have a plural noun, which is more than one, or when we have a singular noun, which is just one single thing. So let's just remind ourselves, we're going to talk about those differences real quick. We're going to talk about our nouns first. Okay, now remember our nouns are people, places, things, and animals, right? People, place, or things. Person, place, or thing. Person, place, or thing. You're going to hear that all the time. And just remember, animals fit in there too. Now, we have to know if we have just one of the nouns or if we have more than one, because that's going to change what we do with our verb. So you have to know what singular means, and you have to know what plural means. So singular, the way I like to remember it is, if you look at right here, I wrote the word single. If I said I have one single crayon, if I have a single crayon, that means you have one. So like if somebody is single and they're not married, we talk about that all the time. If you're not married, you're a single person because you don't have another person. You're just one person by yourself. So single means one. So when you see singular, it kind of looks like single, doesn't it? Okay, they're kind of related. So singular nouns means that you just have one thing. So like one boy, one girl, one dog, one cat, one pencil, okay? Plural, and remember we've been talking about plural S's, right? It makes it more than one. So plural nouns are more than one. So that would be more than one dog, more than one cat, more than one pencil, right? Many. It could be two, it could be three, it could be four. Just it has to be more than one. And that means it's plural. So let's first just look at the differences between our nouns. We're going to make sure that we know what a singular noun is and what a plural noun is. So if we had boy, and we just have one single boy, that would go over here, right? Boy. But if we have boys, there's that plural S, right? Now we have more than one boy. Now it's many boys, and that would be plural. All right, if we had one cat, no S on that one. That one is singular. But if we have many cats, you can see that plural S right there, more than one. If we've got one girl, would be over here, one single girl. And then we've got many girls. Girls. Remember, it sounds like a Z sometimes, right? Okay. And then we've got one dog, right? And then we've got many dogs. All right. So that's easy, right? Singular, plural. We already know our plural S, more than one. All right, so now we're going to look at how we need to change our verbs to make them match. Now this plural S, do you notice how I made it red? This plural S is going to be very, very important, okay? Because you're going to have an S somewhere. But you can't have two S's together, and you can't have no S's together. There always has to be an S on one of the words. So watch. That might be a little confusing right now, but watch. So I mixed up all my things here. Okay. So if I want to say that the boy jumps rope or the boy jumps over the log, you would have the word jumps right here. Now, do you notice how I have that S in red? The boy jump. It doesn't sound right if you go, the boy jump, right? When we talk, we naturally add on that S. So now we need to make sure that when we write it, that we have that matching S. So this is a matching verb S because this is a singular boy. So this is where we need to make the connection. We have a single boy, one single boy. There's no S right there, one single boy. So the S has to be over here. Okay? Now, if we've got a lot of boys, then there's no S on the verb. We wouldn't say the boys jumps. That doesn't sound right, right? We know when we hear it, that doesn't sound right. But when we write it, we have to make sure that we're paying attention. Okay, the boys jump. So there's no S over here because the S is already over here. It's plural. So when it's plural, there's no S on the verb. When it's singular, there is an S on the verb. Okay, let's try it again. The cat, meow, meow. The cat meows. One single cat, singular. So the S has to be here. There's no S over here, so there has to be the S over here. Okay? Now we have many cats. So all of the cats meows. Oh, that doesn't sound right. All of the cats meow. So now we have our S over here. There's no S over here. Okay? So you see, you have to have the S in one of the places. Okay? This is a matching verb S because we have to match it up with our noun, okay? All right, one girl sings. The singular girl, the one single girl sings. So no S over here because it's one single girl, so the S has to be over here. Now all of the girls sing, right? All of the girls sing, so no S. We can't have two S's. Okay? And we can't have no S's. The girl sing. No, the girl sings. Okay? So we have to have one S each time. The dog, one single dog, barks. Right? So we have a single dog over here. There's no S on this side, but there is an S over here. So remember, one S. This is a matching verb S because we have to match it to the singular noun. All right, now we've got many, many dogs bark. We wouldn't say the dogs barks. See, it doesn't sound right. If you say it out loud, you can kind of hear it. So remember, one S. We can't have two S's and we can't have zero S's. We have to have one S. And you always have to go back and ask yourself, what is the noun? The noun is controlling everything, right? If it's a single noun, the verb has to have an S. If it's a plural noun, no S. So that noun is being very bossy. It's controlling everything, okay? So think about that. The noun is making all the decisions for the verb, okay? All right, so now you're going to have a little exercise to do in your ELA journal today for this next part. What did I do with it? Oh, here it is. Okay, so in your journal, you're going to be copying some sentences down. These sentences right here are on the slide. Okay, so you don't need to print it out. You just need to pop it open. I'm going to show you how to do that, okay? So I'm going to meet you over at my dock camera, and we'll go over all of that in just a minute. All right, so here we are, and I'm going to show you the slide first. So you will see that right here is a picture of the pocket chart that we just did together. Okay, so it kind of shows you those examples again in case you kind of forgot what we did. And then right here is the list of sentences. You do not need to print this out. All you have to do is pop it open. And then you have the sentences right here. Now you're going to notice that the sentences have a blank line in the middle. So I want you to draw that blank line, and then I want you to choose which one of these verbs is the word that would match the noun. So in this sentence right here, the cat, to the table. And your choices are leap or leaps. So the cat leap to the table or the cat leaps to the table. Okay, so that is our first option. Now we're gonna do number 1 together, and then you're gonna be responsible for doing 2, 3, 4, and 5 by yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna close this up. I'm gonna pull my doc camera up, and we are gonna go over this together. So in your ELA journal, you need to find your first clean white page. Okay, so remember you're finding the one that you wrote on last, and you're going to the very, very next one. Don't skip any pages, okay? Now at the top of this page right here, you're gonna need to put that title that is at the top of that document that I just pulled open. So matching nouns and verbs. Now because that's kind of long, you're gonna probably have to put your date up here. So 10-13-20. Go ahead and pause so that you can get that copied, okay? All right. So now we're going to do number 1 together. You can see, we have actually only 4 problems. I'm sorry, I thought there was 5, but there's only 4. So we're going to do number 1 together, and then you're going to have to do number 2, 3, and 4 by yourself, okay? So let's look at the very first one, and we got to try to remember what we just learned, right? Singular nouns and plural nouns, okay? And we got to think about those S's. Where do the S's need to be? All right, so let's go ahead and let's talk about it first before we start writing. Let's read it one more time. The cat, to the table. The cat leap to the table, or the cat leaps to the table. So that little slash in the middle is breaking up those 2 words, and you have to choose which one of those words is the correct one. So now let's think about who's doing the leaping. We know that the noun is the cat. The cat is doing the leaping, right? You got to find out what noun is actually doing the leaping. So the cat is doing the leaping, and this cat is one single cat. It's not plural, it's singular. And do you notice how there's no S on it, right? Because it's singular. Okay, now you remember you have to have an S somewhere. You can't have 0 S's, and you can't have 2 S's together. So remember, one of the words has to have an S. So if this one does not have the S, guess what? This one has to have the S. So this sentence is going to be, the cat leaps to the table. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to copy it down. We're almost done here. Capital, the cat, and then we're going to put leaps, because we know that leaps is the word. Now we're going to underline it because that's the word that we were supposed to be choosing. To the table. Don't forget to put your periods. Don't forget to check your capitals. Make sure you have good letter writing. Make sure that you have good finger spacing. All of those things matter. Okay, so that's number 1. The cat leaps. So again, you have to think about your noun, and you have to see if it's singular or plural, and then you got to pick the one that has the S or does not have the S. You got to make sure that they match. So this is our matching verb S. Okay? Now you're going to go down here and you're going to do number 2 by yourself, and then you're going to do number 3, then number 4, then and that's it. You're all done after number 4. All right. And then take a picture of your page and upload it to Google Classroom, and we are all done. See you next time. Bye.